The celebrity picker standing so far. Miss Terry led the way for much of the season, but all of a sudden, he's trying to hold up, maybe finish in second. That's pretty good. Still a little bit behind Kyle Schwarber, the Phillies slugger. So now we're going to find out today, I guess, if good pitching really beats good hitting now, aren't we? Schwarb's going 8-1 when
that's good.
He was wearing a batting helmet the entire time he made the picks, too.
I think the batting helmet helped.
Our pickers this week, the greatest couple for LSU going right now. Livy Dunn, the tremendous gymnast, Paul Skeens. Both won national championships at LSU. And now, you know what we've got for you guys? Look what we got.
Oh, come on.
Flyover.
Flyover. That's air power right there. That's American air power.
I love it. I love it.
Hey, those might have been piloted by Garrett Nussmeier. Air power going tonight. Coors Light Saturday selections. Let's start with Miami and Georgia Tech. And this news coming in. Thamel telling us Haynes King starting for the Yellow Jackets.
That flyover is a reminder for me about Veterans Day. My brother was in the Air Force, so special shout out to my brother Jonathan. This game a year ago is a game that derailed Miami's season. I'm going to have to go to Canes, though, because they're not going to stop Cam Ward.
Yeah, I got to go with Miami. I think Miami's offense is a bad matchup for Georgia Tech's defense.
I think Miami wins, but not by more than 8.5.
I think Miami because they have a great offense and they're undefeated.
Nice.
Okay. I'm taking Miami. She's taking him.
Smart coach, whatever she says. I'm going with Miami, but I'm with Pat. You said it's going to be a little closer.
Yeah.
If Haynes King plays for 4 quarters, it's a shootout type of game. But give me Miami there.
Oh no.
That number's down to 8.5. It was up to 11. So somebody knew Haynes was starting. Clemson on the road at Virginia Tech.
Clemson's got a 6-game winning streak against the Hokies. It goes to 7 today. I'm going Clemson.
I think Clemson bounces back after a disappointing performance with Louisville last week.
Yeah, I think that Louisville game scared me a little bit. And at the beginning of the season, I loved these Hokies. Give me Virginia Tech. Made a big win at home over Clemson.
Yeah, I mean, Enter Sandman is one of the best, traditions in college football. Not as good as calling Baton Rouge. I do think it's going to be Clemson. I know it's at Virginia Tech, but I got Clemson.
All right.
Very good pick. I'm taking what he's making.
There's been a run for Virginia Tech that when they run onto the field there, Enter Sandman, that's like the highlight of the game there for the local folks. Not today. I'm with Pat. Virginia Tech, I think, upsets Clemson.
Wow. At 3:30 on ESPN. Michigan is 62-10 against Indiana all time. This is a helmet game for the Hoosiers. Can they come through and stay unbeaten?
Listen, Indiana's having a fantastic season. Michigan's not, but there's one thing we always try to do. We try not to have all the emblems at the bottom the same.
No.
So I'm going to take one for the team. I'm a team guy that way.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and pick Michigan just so we don't have all Indiana
That might
across the bottom.
That might be worse on social media. Depending on the result.
I got to use
I'm a
Lee's
team guy.
line.
I'm a team player.
Not so fast. It really is hard to pick Indiana over Michigan based on history and mindset.
62.
But I think Indiana's having one of those years. I'm going to pick Indiana.
First time Indiana has been favored against Michigan since stats started becoming stats. Since they documented, recorded things, Indiana has not been favored over Michigan. How fast did you throw your fastest fastball this year?
I think 102.
On the paint. That's what Signetti does. Give me Indiana, 102 on the tape. Big win for IU over Michigan.
I think I gotta go with Indiana. They're undefeated, so I'm gonna go with them.
Hit me, man, Reese. How many times has Indiana beaten Michigan?
10.
10? Not me. I'm 0-30.
So you're going
Indiana.
It's a graphic. I'm trying to help the
Will
graphic.
Johnson's not playing today.
I know, no.
You're still going with Michigan.
Well, I'm just trying to be a team guy.
No, but you're
trying to save the graphic.
But after the game, when this all says eyes, and if Indiana wins, that's not going to look good for you.
Indiana wins. Not only win, they crush them. They beat Michigan.
They're having that type of season.
Yeah, I got Indiana.
Army should get quarterback Bryson Daly back, but North Texas is by a mile the best offense they've played.
Yeah.
Who wins the game?
I'm going Army. Like I said, honor of Veterans Day, you got to go Army.
I'm going with Army. I think when you keep the ball away from the other team like they do, it doesn't matter. And they got a good defense, so I'm Army all the way.
I don't know if those are F-16s, F-18s, whatever they were. I'm happy they're on our side. Just like I'm happy the Army is as well. For America, Army beats ass today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an Air Force guy, but today Army is America's team. I got them over North Texas.
All right, there we go. There we go.
Honorable.
Army has its highest ranking in 64 years. Highest ranking they've had in 64 years. Army.
And the quarterback Daly's back, and their defense, because they don't provide a lot of possessions, they've only allowed 11 points a game. So I think that combination of Daly and that defense, they just keep this thing going. Monken's doing a great job.
Everybody's going to be watching this one for some unusual reasons. South Carolina, Vanderbilt.
Yeah, there's a lot to like about Vanderbilt. Clark Lee's doing an outstanding job. Diego Pavia at the quarterback position. They're gritty. But they're also somebody's like super dog. So go Gamecocks. I got South Carolina.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, South Carolina's played a little up and down this year, and they played great at home. And I'll tell you, this Vanderbilt team just keeps surprising everybody. So I'm going with Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt getting points at home is wild to think about, but this South Carolina team, you look at their last month, they've been playing some very, very good ball. This crowd's chant, "We want Vandy." They've kind of taken the place of Bama. Sorry about it, Nick, but in this entire thing, I'll take South Carolina. Give me the Cox to beat Vandy today. The Cox are going to beat Vandy today.
Ooh, someone once said that Vanderbilt was the easiest place to play in the SEC.
Oh, God.
But not today. I'm going with Vanderbilt.
South Carolina, my coach in the SEC, coach of the year is Coach Reamer. He's a good coach. Coach Reamer. Shane wins in there.
Shane's doing a heck of a job. Can he get his team back after such an emotional win? Kyle Kennard and Dylan Stewart, the guys on the edge of that front from South Carolina. Close game because I picked them as my super dog, but I think Vandy ends up winning close.
Diego Pavia, this just broke this morning, is suing the NCAA for additional eligibility because on behalf of junior college players. Let's go fairly quickly here. Colorado at Texas Tech.
Too much Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. I'm going Buffalo.
I'm all the way with Colorado. I'm not going against my man anymore this year.
All right, learned your lesson. That's a good coach. You evolve in this entire thing. Texas Tech's defense is not ready for what Shedor's about to bring. Give me the Colorado Buffaloes.
Yeah, Colorado has some great Heisman candidates, and my NIL buddies go there, so I'm going with Colorado.
Nice. NIL buddies.
Not so fast. Finally, I got you. Not so fast. Colorado. Texas Tech wins in Lubbock. That's why they don't win that game.
Lubbock and Taj Brooks. I'm going with Colorado, Shedeur Sanders, and definitely the receivers. Texas Tech struggled all year to defend the pass. You're the only guy.
Yeah, Coach. We appreciate that.
How about BYU, Utah?
I like the way BYU plays. I think, they're a very disciplined team. Don't get a lot of penalties. I'm going BYU. They stay undefeated.
I like BYU. I just think Utah's issues on offense are going to be too much to overcome.
The Holy War is huge, obviously, out there in the state of Utah, and they've been quaking all night thinking about this one, and Utah's season hasn't gone the way they wanted it to, and I think that continues today. I think BYU goes in there and is dancing all over the place.
I agree. I think BYU, like you said, the Holy War. I didn't know it was called that until I did my homework. Before these picks, I did a lot of homework. So,
Hell yeah.
but I got BYU.
I'm going with him. He did his homework. I'm going with BYU too.
I'm going with the Utah team that started the year 4-0. They've lost 4 in a row. They're 4-4. They can save their season. This is what college football is all about. Rivalry type of game, saving your season. Utah at home.
Yeah.
Pulls off the upset.
Oh, is this the first homework you've done at LSU?
It's been a while.
When you throw 103, Georgia and Ole Miss this afternoon.
I tell you what, I think this game is going to come down to Ole Miss's defense. They're going to create some turnovers, and I think that they're going to upset Georgia. I got Lane Kiffin and the boys.
I think this is going to be a really great game and a great matchup, but I think Georgia's defense is going to be able to affect Jackson Dart.
What's that coming down the track? Georgia Bulldogs going into Ole Miss. And to your point, we saw the Jackson Dart highlights last week.
Yeah.
That front seven, I don't think he's going to let that cook. Give me the Georgia Bulldogs over Ole Miss.
Yeah, I got Georgia. It's the Georgia freaking Bulldogs. So I don't care that it's at Ole Miss. I got Georgia.
Ole Miss upsets Georgia, number 3.
My God, there you go. Good pick, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, Ole Miss was humiliated last year when they went to Athens, so they're going to be incredibly motivated. I just think what we've learned from Georgia is when they show up and they're questioned or doubted, they play their best. Their defense is the difference in the game today.
And now the game they're all waiting for here. We've broken it down every way you can. This rivalry is a bus-rocking, bird-flipping, hat-eating, grass, make their ass quit, jambalaya of passion on a Saturday night in Death Valley with Alabama and LSU.
Great rivals playing in November in a game that means a lot.
Great teams facing off against each other with great emotion on both sides.
I chose to do this. I chose to be violent. I'm a modern-day warrior, built to last.
I think a lot's at stake. A berth in the college football playoff, bragging like
everything we're playing for. We know this one's going to be on another level.
Who doesn't want to come to LSU for this game right here? I could go right now. I'm ready right now.
Alabama versus LSU with the season on the line. It really doesn't get any bigger than that.
As another LSU coach once said, it's the time for the LSU Tigers to go to war and win the game.
I tell you what, I spoke to several players from both teams who used to play there, like Mark Ingram from Alabama. He said, Roll Tide, they're going to take care of LSU in Baton Rouge. But then I got on the phone with Jaden Daniels, and Jaden said the 2022 game was his favorite college football game when they beat Alabama. Go Tigers, I'm going LSU.
This is the most difficult thing for me because getting a very welcome homecoming back here in LSU, having won a championship at LSU. But the biggest difference for me is I can't really root against all the players that we recruited that are still playing for Alabama. So I got to go with Alabama.
I'm sandwiched here between 3 LSU national champions, and you know, I love that Roll Tide community up there in Alabama. They've been very kind to me. I've had great, what's that stuff called? Oika? What's the southern food up there in Alabama?
Okra.
Oh, there it is. That was fantastic. I love Miss Terry. I love everything going on down there. Dixieland Delight. What a song. I do love that.
Chuck's is good, 5. A lot going on there.
Last night I had some boudin and I had some gumbo and I heard that if you say, hey, they'll say in 2024, and they'll be like 4 years old and they'll be 85 years old, and they're saying that. And all week I couldn't wait to do this. Operator, won't you put me on through? I'm calling Baton Rouge, Louisiana State University. Sorry, Nick. I love this Tigers team. I love gumbo, Paul. I love gumbo.
Change your life.
It absolutely will.
I mean, a night game in Death Valley, there's only one right answer, and it's LSU.
LC, Cook's calling the game, no pick.
My pick this week has been real easy. Play my favorite song.
Oh.
Hold it, The Tigers have won 14 straight in Tigers Stadium. Make it 15. Hold it there. Give me my real favorite song. Go ahead.
Here you go, LC. How many Tigers can one show have? We have Mike, we have Stuff Mike, we got LC, we got Full Mike coming to the field tonight. What a morning in Baton Rouge. LC going with the Bayou Bengals. Enjoy your day of college football as we say so long. We're calling goodbye to Baton Rouge.